Really cheap joke to start the set, but I just wanted to get it warmed up. There we go. So, anyways, won't be doing that one again. Anyways, thinking about this, gotta grow up, kid. Gotta grow up. You can't even laugh at the number 69 anymore without it being frowned upon. It's an absolute travesty, let me tell you. But, the good thing about being an adult is, you get to learn, you get to grow. People take you seriously, and, life's about improvement. And so there's some things I've learned lately that I really think would be life-changing for all of you. So let me go down these. I've learned that all the animals that scare me start with an S. That's right, snakes, spiders, sharks, seagulls, all start with an S. I learned that cooking bacon on the stove without a shirt on is a terrible idea. That's why I'm wearing black tonight and a shirt. Significant amount of grease burns last night. I've also... What's the other fun thing I thought of real quick? I mean, you guys need to know this stuff. The one thing is, you'll always learn that right after you go Facebook official with whatever member of the sex you're dating, you will never be thing. I think that's the most important for everybody to realize, just to take this home, tell your kids, tell your grandparents, your parents, never, ever would under any circumstance, no matter what, tell an insomniac to have a good night. But that is what I tell you, everybody. Everybody have a good night. Thank you very much for having me.
So yeah, I've been trying a new pickup line lately, and it goes a little something like this. I'll tell you the line, I won't give you the results. It goes, I bet you $20 if I asked you out for a drink, or, asked you out for dinner, you would say no. Turns out that it's been a very profitable pickup line for me lately, because I am rolling in the Andrew Jacksons right now. So if anybody think on point. But this girl, thinks we're going well. We had been talking for 2 to 3 months. We had relations, and things were going well. So, the amounts of ha-has and LOLs that we were using in our texts, even the smiley faces, and I'm talking smiley face with a semicolon in the parenthesis. There was effort being put into this, winky face. And this could be the relationship text. She could be saying she wants to, take it to the next level. And I'm thinking, how do I respond here? Do I use an emoji? Do I use a Bitmoji? Do I use something from my GIF keyboard? I hated myself for even thinking all this stuff, but this was the thought process I was going through. I was like Charlie Brown trying to kick the football from Lucy here. I was shocked. I didn't really see this coming. So I text her, well, didn't see that one coming. And I had heard the word harlot earlier in the day, and I'm like, oh, that's a great word. I should try to use that sometime in my, daily life, my social life. So I said, well, didn't see that one coming. You frickin' harlot. It hasn't been that bad for me. My life I would like to describe as like an accidentally on purpose kind of situation. I end up in weird situations where I didn't really expect it. I ended up at a Juggalo concert, the crazy clown people. Sometimes I'll just end up in the middle of nowhere for no reason. And sometimes it happens in my... So it's about 5 in the morning now, I should say. I'm laying unclothed in her bed, and when I hear a loud... It was a lot louder than that, I can promise you. On the door. And so I wake her up, I'm trying to sleep. I'm starting, get the door. She goes, no, it's probably just some drunk guy, just let it go. But this pounding keeps going and going and going. So I keep trying to wake her up, like, hey, wake up. So eventually she gets up, she gets clothed, she gets up, she answers the door. And to my surprise, in storms the ex-boyfriend from 2 or 3 months ago. Whew. So I know I'm in trouble with this situation. So I start to evaluate my options for exit. I look at the door, ex-boyfriend standing by the door, I'm unclothed, that's a no-go. Luckily I roll to my right, I see a window. Ooh, here's a chance for exit. Look out the window, 2nd floor, again unclothed, it's the Midwest, it's cold, it's December, not gonna happen. So I decide my best option is to pull the sheet over my head and to morph myself into the shape of a rippled sheet. Now at this point I can't breathe very well. I'm hiding under the sheet. And, their conversation goes on and on, and, he's mad, he's furious, he wants to know why they broke up. And eventually, 45 minutes later, they're sitting on the end of the bed. And let me tell you, I've been on an emotional roller coaster for these past 45 minutes, hiding under the sheet. First off, at one point I was afraid they were going to have sex on top of me, which was my absolute worst nightmare. But eventually, he leaves. And, she gets back into the bed, and she looks over at me, and I think she had forgot about me, just to let you know. And she looks over at me, and I gaze into her eyes, and I say, X's, right? And that's the end of my set. Thank you all very much. You all have a happy holiday season.